Republican presidential candidates are moving ahead with their campaigns, hoping to get every vote they can here in the state of Nevada. Aaron Breen joins us from the newsroom with a look at how those campaigns are developing here. Aaron.
Well, Wendy, we all know that statements made on televised debates and even on the campaign trail stick with the media, but they won't actually win you an election. For that, you need money. In fact, you need a lot more than money. But money helps. And because of political action committees, more candidates than ever before will be getting more backing in this election cycle. Last Thursday's debate surely set the stage for the long political season ahead of us. And while a lot of the comments made will live on, there's no rest on the campaign trail. And candidates are already back on the road because those in the know will tell you getting the voters' attention is important, but it's just the first important step. Getting votes takes organization, and at this point they say Jeb Bush has that.
He announced, I've got campaign directors in all 17 counties. He's got money to pay people, he's got money for advertising. That becomes very important when you get on the ground in a state. True in Iowa, true in New Hampshire, true in Nevada.
And there will be more money involved in this election cycle than ever before. And more of it will come to candidates anonymously through groups like the Koch brothers, the 527C funds, and the political action committees. And in the big picture, some say that kind of investment hurts the process more than it will help the individuals receiving the money.
A number of these 527C organizations that are funding more conservatives than otherwise would be able to find money. And it is really they're trying to reshape how the nomination process works. And I would argue Republicans should be offended by that. You know, their party's being manipulated from the outside.
Nonetheless, Nevada is a leader in campaign contributions, so brace yourself for more campaign visits.
They understand this is a great place to land money. It's an early caucus, and it's the state that will make the difference.
And speaking of campaign visits, just this week we expect to see a half dozen candidates here. Jeb Bush will be here for a rally in Reno at noon on Wednesday, and Carly Fiorina, Ben Carson, Ted Cruz, George Pataki, and Scott Walker have all confirmed that they will be at a fundraiser in Gardnerville this weekend. We'll have all of it for you on the long road ahead. Covering campaign 2016, Aaron Breen, Channel 2 News.
Yeah, Aaron, it's just getting started. And as you know, Donald Trump has taken the GOP race for the White House by storm. But now the businessman is in a storm of his own, and this one is apparently self-inflicted. Craig Boswell is outside the White House with more details.
Donald Trump insists Fox News moderator Megyn Kelly did not treat him fairly during last week's debate. But he says comments he made the next day about blood coming out of her wherever were taken out of context.
It's all fueled by the press, by you and the press. I mean, it's ridiculous. Who would say such a thing? No, if I would have said that, it would have been inappropriate.
Since then, Roger Stone, Trump's longtime political advisor, resigned over the firestorm of criticism, saying provocative media fights have overwhelmed your core message. I no longer can remain involved in your campaign. And Trump's opponents, who are all trailing him in the polls, attacked.
Do we want to win? Do we want to insult 53% of all voters? Mr. Trump ought to apologize.
The kind of rhetoric we've heard of late from Mr. Trump just is not appropriate in the presidential election.
Some GOP strategists have said they're concerned Trump's comments could hurt the rest of the GOP field with women voters. But that's something presidential historian Peggy Noonan says is overblown.
I actually don't think people experience Donald Trump as a Republican. They experience Donald Trump as Donald Trump. He is his own brand.
Despite the drama, Trump remains in the lead, according to the latest Reuters poll taken after the debate. Jeb Bush lost ground to Trump, but remains in second. Craig Boswell, Channel 2 News.
And please stay with Channel 2 News for continuing coverage of campaign 2016 all the way through November of next year.